I voted on Monday. I bring that up because it's pertinent to my video. My video is about voting, and I I voted early because I will not be here in my city on election day. I have to work. Like many people with my occupation, I travel for work. You might have noticed. That's why the crazy scenery in some of my videos, and crazy scenery in this case means hotel rooms. But no, I travel for work, and I will be away from home on election day, so I voted in person early. I knew about early in-person voting because I get emails from the DOD. They send emails to soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines and say, hey, this is how you apply to vote absentee. You can download a form here. This is where you need to go to vote in person. We get emails about that all the time, and I usually just delete them because I already have that information, but a lot of people don't necessarily. So we got registration deadline emails too last month. So yeah, I know to vote, and our votes count. I bring that up because a lot of people have been saying, oh, the troops aren't going to be able to vote. No, we are able to vote. We are encouraged to vote, and our votes count. I know people read Fox News, likes to stir the pot saying, oh, they're trying to eliminate the troops' vote because most of the troops are voting for the Republicans, which historically is true, and the polls are showing that to be true now as well. In this particular case, I have no idea why, but historically, people in my position have thought it better to vote for people who almost by rote give us a pay raise. So there you have it. Now, this same party that is supposedly planning on giving us a pay raise, which Mitt Romney does want to give the DOD more money than it wants to be given. Never a good idea, because the DOD always asks for more money than it needs. Always. And when we have more money than we need, it is our policy to spend it on something. True story. That is an actual policy of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Spend that money. So yeah, we waste a lot of money, and we get a lot of money. And this is not to say that other entities in the government do not waste money. They do. I just see the wasted money in my little section of the government because it is my little section of the government, and DOD is aware of this. They've actually been trying to mitigate that excess spending, so good on you, DOD. But yeah, Mitt Romney wants to give the DOD and the Joint Chiefs more money than we actually need or want. So not really good for anyone. And his party has been doing a lot of obstruction, as you know, in general, but specifically on bills that will help the troops. So probably not the party you want to go to. And yes, I understand what they're doing is to try to make it seem as if the Democrats are ineffectual. But for those of us who've been paying attention, we know that they have been trying and being blocked, which just kind of makes you look like a douchebag. I don't know. Anyway, I voted. I did not vote Republican at all, actually. I almost never vote straight ticket, and I did this time because of that obstructionism. My vote will probably not matter because I live in a red state, so all of the candidates who I backed are probably not going to get elected anyway, but I cast my ballot. That's all I can do. So yeah. Now, the point of this whole voting spiel that I've gone into is that I keep seeing, especially on Facebook, all of these posts. This percentage of American troops are voting Romney-Ryan according to the polls. This percentage of the troops are voting this way, and I'm voting with the troops. Look. We're not that informed. We don't pay attention that much. I'm speaking in general. I try to pay attention, and even I do not have a grasp on every single issue, even every single issue that is pertinent to my life. But don't vote for any interest group you are not a part of. Really. I'm not going to vote for... I'm not going to vote with every oil lobbyist. That's not my plan. I'm not going to vote for every... Well, I can't say I'm not going to vote with most teachers because I think education is important to our future, and I think when we all do better collectively, I end up in a better situation. That's what I like to call enlightened self-interest, as opposed to Ayn Rand's version of self-interest, which is really just stupid and childish. Have I ever mentioned how much I dislike Ayn Rand? Totally dislike Ayn Rand, but that's beside the point. So, don't vote for somebody else's best interest. Vote for your best interest, or better yet, our best interest, because when we all do better, you do better. But, yeah, that. Also, please stop trying to use me and my cohort as your excuse. I don't like that. That's just a personal pet peeve of mine. Oh, the troops, blah, blah, blah. You know what? If you are looking out for our interests, that's cool. You know who is super into troop interest? Rachel Maddow. Never served. She's not a veteran or anything like that, but she actually does take a lot of time to look into troops' interests, and that's cool. She even wrote a book about it, so that's cool. But a lot of people like to pay lip service to troop interest, and it's mostly rah rah, jingo jingo, let's go, but it has absolutely nothing to do with making the lives of troops better. It has nothing to do with making sure we have jobs when we come back from deployments, or making sure that we get the benefits owed us, and making sure that the frickin' VA isn't backed up several months, which, by the way, it is, making it more difficult for us to, again, get the benefits owed us. So, if you're going to say that you're pro-troops, be pro-troops. Don't just say it, do it. And do not use my interest to support whatever lunatic fringe party that you have, because that is personally annoying to me. Also, have a lovely day.